Hello, hello. I think we are live and welcome to the very first Thursdays with Sin. So thank you so much for joining in today. And I just wanted to come out and give you some inspirational, motivational speaking on a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. And this is a whole new segment that I'm going to start every single Thursday at 12 noon, unless something comes up. That's the plan and that's the schedule. And I want to come out every week to this group specifically because you are e-commerce entrepreneurs, or you are entrepreneurs that are looking to possibly get into e-commerce. So my goal and my mission is to be supportive and helpful and inspirational and motivational to you. So hopefully you can learn some good positive things along the way, and that will inspire you to go ahead and take that first step towards your journey of being your own business owner or e-commerce entrepreneur in general. Whatever your goals are, I'm here to support you. Okay? So again, thanks for tuning in. Now, excuse me if I'm looking to the side. My printer, it's a hot mess today. My just got a brand new computer and everything is not finished working, set up properly so it's working properly. So we're gonna make the best of it and roll with it as it comes. So anyway. Today's topic is greed is good. Now, when you think about greed, it's like, that's kind of a bad word. It definitely has a negative connotation to it, right? So how in the world can greed be good? Well, it's something that it's a saying that I have adopted into my professional career for, let's see, probably almost 28 years, because now I'm thinking about when I first started a particular job and how old I was. So for 28 years I've been using this as my daily mantra, and it truly is a saying that motivates me and inspires me. So let me jump right into it and kind of help you understand why greed is actually good and not a bad thing. So, of course, when you look at the Webster's dictionary about the word greed, it is, it actually says, let's see, where is my definition here? It's being selfish and having an excessive desire for more than what is needed. Okay, so what does the word selfish mean? So let's kind of dig into that just a little bit deeper. And that is concern with one's own welfare or advantage in disregard of others. So certainly both of these words do have negative connotation, and it is viewed as being a bad word or not a good thing, or not, definitely a bad character trait, right? So how can you use these for good? How can you change that and use that whole statement to make it something positive and inspirational and motivational for yourself? Well, for me, I think it's all about perspective. And if you really think about it, it's how I use the term greed is good is to use it, like, again, as a daily mantra, and it's like a word association game, or a word, what's the other word for that? There's another word for that. But anyway, it's like when you say it, it's all about how you internalize it, right? So you can take any word ever in the dictionary, and as long as you use it for something good, then you should be, it's fine for you, right? Other people may not understand it, but it's definitely okay for you. Okay. All right. So now I'm just making sure I can see some comments. I think I can see them here. Okay, perfect. So now, so let's keep going. So in order to change that from a negative to a positive, here's how I do it. When I think about greed is good, to me that reflects my drive and my motivation in my business, whether it's a corporate job or whether it's my personal e-commerce business or my coaching business. It's a way, what it means to me is I'm going to work that much harder, and I have goals in mind, and I associate this drive and momentum and this effort that I'm putting in towards the achievement of my goals, because once I can achieve my goals, which means I'm going to be making more money, then I have the funds that I can do something good with them. Okay? So that's where it comes from. The greed is the motivation part. The good is when you work harder to make more money. What are you going to do with that money? How can you be of service to others? And how can you help others? Because you are blessed with wealth. And wealth doesn't have to mean millions of dollars. It can be an extra $100 this week. It doesn't, anywhere on that spectrum. It doesn't have to be a lot. But what do you have, and what are you able to do where you can bless others? All right, so if you think about all the way back to just simple goal setting, and people think about, oh, I don't want to set goals, and it takes that type of discipline in order to be successful. It truly does. It's like I live in Virginia, so if I'm going to take out on a trip to California, then I need a map. I can't just head west and know which road to take, or the best road to take, or the most scenic route to take, unless I plan that and I set a goal for, okay, I'm going to go to this date, I'm going to hang a left on this highway, and then I'm going to go and see this particular, sightseeing opportunity, whatever it is, and finally make it to my specific destination in California. So without a goal and without a map, I would not know how to get there. So it's the same exact principle when you need to apply that to your daily life, or apply that just to your business goals. So don't overlook the power of having a goal. If you don't say it, if you don't verbalize it, if you don't write it down, if you don't post it, if it's a picture and you don't post that to your like on your bathroom mirror, or your refrigerator, or in your office, on your bulletin board, where on your car, in your car rearview mirror, wherever it is, it's a constant reminder that keeps driving you and solidifying that you do have a goal and you have to keep working towards it. So typically goal setting, people kind of set it, they have the best of intentions, and then something comes along, sometimes pretty quick, sometimes within a week, and they say, oh gosh, this is just too hard, I just don't want to do it. They're just not committed to it. We know if you don't tie that goal down to your true why, and if you've recently taken my online selling basics 5-day sprint, that we talked a lot about intention and goal setting and finding your true why and connecting it all together in order to create a force that is an unstoppable momentum that will propel you to success. Okay, so those of you that took that class, hopefully you got a great benefit out of that particular segment. So it's the same exact principle when you think about greed is good, using that word to fuel you and give you the drive and motivation to goal achievement. Because when you do reach your goals, you will be making more money if it's a monetary goal, or something that's going to produce a monetary benefit. And then it's all about, at that point, what you do with that money, right? Now, we all have our basic needs that needs to be met, our shelter, water, food, love, our family, but what I'm talking about is beyond that, with the extra. So truly, what can you do to be of service to others? And it may not necessarily even be giving away something that costs money. It could be giving away free training. So that's another thing that I do. I give a free 5-day training class, and it's commitment. It is true commitment to be able to show up and be enthusiastic and try to help people and be of service to other people. So that's a lot of work and a lot of effort. And at the end of that, I always give away a free scholarship to my big high ticket program, where I teach people how to become successful entrepreneurs in my specific field, which is e-commerce business management certification. So it feels good to help other people. And when you know that you're working with someone and they're struggling and they haven't been able to actually purchase a course before, or necessarily the right course, or they've been duped by the bad courses, and when you actually can do something for them for free and help them be successful, that's a wonderful feeling. It is a wonderful feeling. So there is no better reward than by seeing someone else successful, or see someone else be able to take advantage of a benefit that you were able to provide to them, whether non-monetary or monetary, in order for them to be happier or successful or healthier or safer, or whatever the situation is. So I'm sure you have all donated money before to charities and things like that, and that's kind of what I'm talking about as well. Without having extra funds above and beyond your basic daily needs for your family, if you didn't have that resource, you couldn't provide and you couldn't offer donations to these other places, such as your church, or maybe a battered women's shelter, or a homeless shelter, or a food bank, and things like that. So by using a mantra similar to mine, yours doesn't have to be greed is good, but that's mine, and that's how I use that to propel me to not only help me be more successful, but also to be a bigger, better person when I can be more giving and more share my wealth or spread my wealth to other people. So I know I've helped a family member with the surgery that was needed. My biggest thing, and where this all started from, I really want to share this story with you. Where this all started from is back that 28 years ago, I got my very first corporate job, right? A big company. And up to that point, I had only ever had an hourly wage job. And there's nothing wrong with hourly wages job, but I had worked hard. I was working 2 jobs, going to school at night, trying to better myself and get a better paying job, and still pay the bills. And I had bigger dreams and wanted to better myself, right? So I landed my first job. So they were going over the payment structure, and they're like, okay, you're going to be getting a salary. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I get a salary? Of course, that's in the job description, so I kind of knew that. But just the feeling of having it discussed and understanding the big picture of that, it was awesome. And it was no more, less than minimum wage working. It was actually a big girl salary, right? And then on top of that, I got a bonus opportunity. Bonus? Are you kidding me? You're going to pay me extra money for doing my job and doing it well? Sign me up. I'm in, all in. So if any of you have ever had that type of experience or that revelation, type all in the comments. I would love to see that. Hi, Francis. Hi, Janice. Great to have you join us on the live today. Thank you for showing up. But let me know if you've ever had that kind of experience where you're just like, holy moly, I just hit the lottery, and it was just a job, but I just never had that kind of a job before. So I'm like, all right, this is awesome. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work hard and get as much bonus money as possible. So I'm on this mission. And so that was my goal at first, because it was a huge bonus opportunity if you met a certain goal, right? So I had been working hard on that for several months, and I had a goal of getting a new car, or bettering my living circumstance, because I was renting. I really wanted to buy my own house and things like that. So what ended up happening, the time period, there was a certain amount. Hey Naomi, great to see you here. There was a certain amount of time that it was a cutoff time to earn this bonus, right? So I'd already planned what I was going to do with the money. I already had it. I'm like, I'm visualizing my goal. I'm going to make this big fat bonus check, and I can't wait. Well, then something tragic happened, and my mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And so all of that was the bonus, the new job, the excitement, and all of that was just totally irrelevant. It wasn't even important to me anymore, because obviously having my mom sick was something that was definitely just devastating and just rocked my entire world, as did hers. So you know, that's the time when it's really time to really think about life and make good choices and really reassess just what truly is important in life. So what I ended up deciding is that, they originally told her she had 6 months to live. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do my very best. I am still going to get this bonus, and I'm still going to work hard, and I'm going to give it everything I've got, because it was only like another 30 days before I would earn that check, right? Because I was already on track. I was already working towards it. And what ended up happening is that I ended up earning the bonus, and I took her on her lifelong dream of a trip to Hawaii. Now, my mom had never flown anywhere. I would venture to say, we live in Virginia. The farthest we had ever been was probably Maryland or North Carolina. And I remember one trip where my dad drove us all to Canada when I was only 3 years old. Of course, I don't remember that. I know about the story, but I don't remember that. But so that's the only trip she had ever taken. She had never been to Disney World. She had never been out west. She had never been out of the country. Never flown on a plane. Never taken a train. So for her, knowing that her time was limited left on this earth, it was an opportunity for me to say, you know what? I want to make her dream come true. That's more important than a new car for me or a better apartment or, whatever. That I want to be of service, and I want to make her happy, and I want to help her do that. And that's exactly what I spent that first check on. So from that point forward, the mantra of greed is good, work hard, earn the extra money, do something good for someone else, just came to life for me. And it has become ingrained in my soul and in my heart and in my spirit from that point forward. So, oh gosh, it's hard reliving those memories, but I just want to inspire you to help you understand that greed used in a good way can be so powerful for other people, whether it's business related, whether it's family related, whether it's to a perfect stranger you've never even met before, whether it's just giving a service and giving donations to an organization or giving of your time. I mean, you can even just volunteer your time, but with sometimes without earning extra funds and being able to hire a babysitter for your family, you wouldn't be able to spend extra time, giving a service to others. So that's really the message that I wanted to bring to you today, and how a lot of times we can be so easily distracted when we have a goal. I mean, obviously the first one that comes to mind, especially this time of year, is thinking about New Year's resolutions, right? So how often do we all make a New Year's resolution about, oh, I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and within a day or two or three at the most, we've already fallen off the wagon and going back to eating all the extra leftover Christmas and holiday food and candy and cookies that's still sitting on the counter. And we haven't connected that why. We haven't connected the goal of losing weight to your true why, and what's deep down, and what's really your driving force, and why you need to achieve that goal. So I'll share another personal story with you, because I firmly believe when you voice your goals, when you say it out loud, when you write them down and you tell other people, it forces you to stick to your goals. As unpleasant as it is to say it out loud, sometimes it's necessary, because if no one else knows about it, no one else can hold you accountable, right? So just a personal side note, totally off topic, I was recently diagnosed with pre-diabetes, so I've got to lose some weight. I know exactly where it came from, is eating all that junk food and candy and sugar and all that stuff. So when I finally had that true why of my health is now being affected, I have to lose weight. I have been strict. I've gone on a diet, and within 2 weeks, I've lost 7 pounds. So I'm very ecstatic about that. Small little goal, much more to go, but at least I've now connected it to a why. My health is that important. So again, greed is good overall, whether it's a personal goal or whether it's a monetary goal. But just connect your goals to your why and use whatever mantra it is for you to tie that to your goal. Hold on one second. Where is this from? And tie it to your goal, and to help give that inner drive and motivation to propel you to success. So hopefully you have gotten some inspiration today about my little stories here, and can come up with your own mantra of how something that will inspire you and motivate you to achieve your dreams and goals every single day. And just as an overall ending comment, I do believe that when you give of yourself, you get it back tenfold. So you will always receive blessings for that. So I firmly believe that. Obviously the Bible tells us it's much better to give than to receive, so that number one should be an inspiring goal. But not only when you do that, you get back just a good aura of light around you. You get blessed because of you doing good deeds. It creates good juju and you're in a positive mood. Just think about how good it makes you feel inside when you help someone else. So it's always just a wonderful thing. So I just want to challenge you. How will you use your greed in a good way to do something good for others? So what is it that you can do and that will explain how your greed is good for yourself? So I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear your comments, and put them in the chat below. I would love to follow up and hear about your personal stories, because I do believe when we spread the wealth, whether it's again personal love or effort or help or monetary means, then we definitely receive it back tenfold. So I want to learn more about you. I want to hear your story. So please share them below. And if you have been motivated and inspired by my little talk today, well, guess what? I'm going to start doing it every Thursday. So if you have a topic that you'd like me to speak on, put that in the comments too. I'm right now creating my next 30 days so I can have at least a month ahead of topics that I can start preparing for. And I'm excited. It gives me a chance to kind of get to know you guys better and hear your stories and interact, and just know that I'm here for your support. And if you're interested even in learning more about e-commerce business and how to be an entrepreneur in the e-commerce world, then watch out for our next online selling basics program that's going to be coming out. We're going to kick that off November the 30th, and it's going to run for 5 days, Monday through Friday. It's a free training program, and you'll hear a lot more about the topics that I've talked about today, and how to just really work towards your goal, and how you can actually change your life in 5 days just by going through my free training program. So watch for links on that. We're going to be making announcements on that very soon. I thank you all for joining in with me today and watching. If you are watching on a replay, put in their hashtag replay. Let me know what you think about this this little Thursdays with Sin chat, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Okay, take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.